Externalities, a consequence of an economic activity that is experienced by unrelated third parties. Silt-filled rivers are no concern of those whose livelihoods depend on the timber harvest. Heavy metals leaching after the mine closed is not part of their successful business plan. Product and packaging disposal or reclamation has no place in an accurate profit model. Emission restrictions are useless, job-killing taxes, not production expenses or investments. Reneging on pension and bond obligations permits us to be competitive going forward. We need not consider public services in our housing and commercial development plans. Requiring the cleanup of acid-laced lakes is an unfair competitive burden on coal-powered plants. We must remain free to emit all our new compounds with no responsibility for unknown effects. Air and water are inexhaustible free goods available to all producers and consumers. Industrial diseases are basically unintended but necessary byproducts of our progress. Business production planning naturally seeks to avoid the extra expense of waste disposal. Any mandated expenses distort the free market, but our government subsidies are a strict necessity. Prevention may be important, but our profit model only requires treatment and drugs. Social programs are horribly inefficient, yet somehow insurance companies cannot compete with government health care. We rightfully mine fossil water royalty-free to maintain our short-term agricultural profits. Agribusiness firms do not bear responsibility for the runoff that taints our mother's milk. Ignoring externalities lowers consumer prices and gives producers a competitive advantage. Your typically misguided regulation costs too much money and sacrifices too many jobs. Waste disposal firms derive no revenue from proper separation and safe storage practices. Mountaintop removal justifiably focuses solely on the efficient extraction of the valuable coal. Rational consumers purchase based on benefits to themselves, not on some hazy future. A sustainable ocean harvest means fewer profits and smaller dividends this quarter. Soil degradation boosts short-term bottom line and earns corporal ag managers their fat bonuses. Our responsibility for the fertilizers and weed killers we produce ends at their point of sale. We are, indeed, stewards of this earth, but our profit-bound businesses certainly are not. There is no recourse for the regrettable respiratory effects of diesel-powered transports. The loss of songbirds is a sad yet inevitable collateral damage of a healthy consumerism. Disposal of cheap, unskilled young labor has no reportable downsides for globalization. Deplorably, salmon fishing ends because desert farmers need all of the polluted river water they can get. That the rainbow-hued jungle birds take up mercury from the illegal gold mines is merely a real shame. Real estate developers bear no financial burdens for smog, traffic, and loss of watersheds. Should your statutes become too burdensome, our production will be moved where rules are lax. Dead zones at our river mouths are too complicated to stop and too expensive to restore. We need not book any ill effects of our canned developments on non-renewable tourist areas. Deposits on recyclables are foolish socialist meddling in lawfully completed transactions. Neither government nor business bears the responsibility for the environment that sustains both of them.